In today's video, I want to give you guys an update on the PlayStation 5 and the fact that there is going to be an information drop happening tomorrow morning. I'll give you guys the details on that and how you can watch, and also a pretty significant demo will be dropping tomorrow as well, so a lot of stuff happening tomorrow, but I know most of you guys are interested on the PlayStation 5, so let's talk about that. PlayStation 5 system architecture deep dive set for March 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern. PlayStation 5 tech details will be revealed tomorrow by lead architect Mark Cerny, Sony has officially announced. Following yesterday's Xbox Series X info blowout, and after months of waiting, Sony has now confirmed that PlayStation lead architect Mark Cerny will provide a deep dive into the system architecture of the PlayStation 5 and how it will shape the future of games. The broadcast can be watched on the official PlayStation blog at 9 a.m. Pacific time. The official PlayStation Twitter account put out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. PS5 lead system architect Mark Cerny will provide a deep dive into the PlayStation 5 system architecture and how it will shape the future of games. Just recently, Microsoft did a deep dive onto the Xbox X Series X, I should say, system specifications, so now that is a little bit interesting that PlayStation 5 is coming back and doing this. I'm sure this has been planned for quite a while. I believe this was actually scheduled to happen at the Game Developers Conference, but that was unfortunately postponed into the summer. Interestingly, in a now deleted tweet from the official PlayStation Japan Twitter, this deep dive was initially planned to be presented at this week's GDC, so the timing actually works out perfectly. As noted by WCCF Tech, Sony officially unveiled the PlayStation 5 logo back in January of this year. During CES 2020 last year, PlayStation's Mark Cerny already talked about Sony's next gen and what to expect from it. In October of last year, Cerny provided additional details about the console, including its next gen SSD, haptics tech, improved UI, and much more. Like the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5 is planned to be released by the end of this year. However, things can change at a moment's notice with the evolving situation that we're currently living in. Currently, the economy is in an unprecedented state of uncertainty, the DFC wrote. Even if the situation clears up in a few weeks, the ability to manufacture and release a high-end new gaming system has already been severely impacted. In my opinion, I do think the PS5 and Series X will be out by the end of the year, but I do think that there's going to be some sort of supply issues, meaning that if you are excited for the console and when pre-orders open up, you should really be pre-ordering it ASAP, just because even without any kind of supply issues, and if things just continue as expected, there was still an incredible amount of demand for the PlayStation 5. I really believe the PlayStation 5 is going to destroy the PlayStation 4 in terms of demand and sales. The sales part only depends on the fact that are they going to have enough units to actually satisfy the demand, because some of the metrics that we're looking at, yes, social media gauging off that isn't a perfect barometer to gauge how successful a console is going to be, but when the numbers are skewed so in favor of the PlayStation 5 compared to the PlayStation 4, obviously you can make the argument, hey, it's 2020 versus 2013, things have changed quite a bit. However, you still have to ascertain the fact that the numbers don't lie, and I do think the PlayStation 5 is going to be a massive console release. Kind of surprised how I'm seeing a lot of you guys put in the comments section that you aren't picking up a PlayStation 5 day one, that you're gonna, focus on your PlayStation 4 backlog, which honestly is very respectable. I think that is the best route to go. I think if you buy into the hype, yeah, you're probably gonna get a console you really enjoy, but then what's gonna happen to the rest of your backlog? You're gonna want to play all of the PlayStation 5 games you picked up, and now those PlayStation 4 games that are in your backlog, they just delve deeper and deeper into the backlog, and who knows if you're ever gonna get into that. I'm going off on a tangent right now. However, tomorrow 9 a.m. Pacific time, we're finally gonna get some insight on the PlayStation 5 from a hardware standpoint and a specification standpoint. However, this ultimately does not mean that we're gonna get some sort of console look reveal, price point, release date. I don't think we're gonna get anything like that. This is a pre-made video. Maybe we'll get some insight as far as when we're gonna get more information, because right now you're talking about approaching the end of March, heading into April, then you've got April, May, June, July, August, September, October. You're not talking about a lot of months until the console should be released, probably sometime in October or November, so they really got to get the ball rolling on things. I do think it's a great idea to wait a little bit and just do the big info drop, and then the PlayStation 5's release isn't far after that fact, but tomorrow we will be getting some new information. Alright, also, I do want to note that Trials of Mana demo launches March 18th, and a final trailer and pre-launch gameplay have been posted. Give the remake a test for yourself this week. Square Enix has released the final trailer for Trials of Mana, as well as announced it will release a demo for the game for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC through Steam on March 18th. The demo will allow users to play the beginning of the game from when the protagonist meets the party members they choose to adventure with to the Full Metal Hugger boss battle. Players will be able to choose freely their party combination as well as carry their save data over to the full game when it does launch. Additionally, several outlets including Gematsu have gone up with pre-launch gameplay footage from the game's opening segments. Trials of Mana is due out worldwide for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam on April 24th, and you can read more about the game. The only issue with Trials of Mana that I think is going to be a little bit of a problem is that $49.99 price point. $50 for a game like this. I'm not saying that it doesn't look like a good game or anything like that, but $50 for a new JRPG right around the time where a million other JRPGs are coming out. I mean, we got Persona 5 Royal in 2 weeks. Beginning of April, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which that's a Square Enix published game, so Square Enix publishing another JRPG. I get that sometimes these things just happen and you have conflicting releases, but nonetheless, I think a lot of people are going to be busy with the FF7 Remake, and then you also have a fringe JRPG that people are excited for to an extent in Sakura Wars. I think Sakura Wars has a little bit more buzz than Trials of Mana. Whatever the case may be, I do foresee this being one that does fall a little bit under the radar, and I think if it was priced at $39.99 or $29.99, it would do a lot better. At $49.99, I don't know, I just think that's a little bit high of a price point, and I do think it's going to suffer a little bit from that standpoint. However, the game itself does still look good, and the fact that we're getting more titles in the Mana franchise, that's definitely a good thing. As far as how this will end up turning quality-wise, I expect it to be a pretty good game. It's just commercially, I don't know if timing is going to work out the best for it. But that's going to conclude this video. Again, PlayStation 5 system architecture deep dive is set for tomorrow. We're probably going to get a lot of information on how the PS5 is going to be shaping the next generation of console games, and I'm very excited for that, even though I don't think we're going to be getting the information that a lot of you guys want to hear, whether that be a release window, a price point. Maybe we'll hear some tidbits about that, but based on how they're describing it, I mean, we can read PlayStation's tweet again. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, PS5's lead system architect Mark Cerny will provide a deep dive into PS5 system architecture and how it'll shape the future. Now, Mark Cerny probably has insight on other elements outside of system architecture, but his main focus is the console itself and what's really going on inside the console, so I think that's what we're going to be focused on. But nonetheless, that'll be happening tomorrow, and we'll give you guys all the information on that. And Trials of Mana demo launches March 18th. The final trailer and pre-launch gameplay have been posted as well. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.